Hey guys, my name is Jane and today we have an amazing video and there's so much sun so I kind of had to wear these glasses, but yeah. So today we're going to be talking about the worst Shakespeare villains of all time. Okay, so let's get straight into the video, and I'm really sorry about these glasses, but there's like so much sun. I tried sitting on the other side, but then I can't really, there's shadow and everything. So okay, anyway. So the first one, we're gonna start from the worst villains to the best one. So like the most evil person to the least most evil person. So still the most evil, but not the worst evil, if that makes any sense. So my first worst, the worst evil character, the best villain, the worst villain, the most evil person that Shakespeare has ever created is Richard III. Before he becomes Richard III and after too, everything in general. The reason I said that is because of his ambition and the way that he feels as a loser and how he uses his deformity, like physical deformity, because he was like a little bit like this and everything, and how he uses his anger towards his physical deformity and how he feels like a loser and he turns that into ambition to get the crown and become the king. I think that's like really interesting. And Richard is the worst because he kills his brothers, and at first he's actually someone who's trying to help his father get the crown and like York. At first he tries to help York to, like, his father to get the throne to become the king, because he actually is the person who's supposed to be king. But anyway, and then after his father dies, Richard is like, and by the way, everyone else around him is also like really fighting for everything, so Richard is not really alone. Yeah, he's not the only person. But anyway, then so the reason I put him as the worst evil character Shakespeare has ever made is because he has a reason, a deformity, or like a way that he feels like a loser, and he's able to make that, to change that for the, not for the better, but to take that as fuel to become an evil character. Like, I don't want to use wrong psychology terms, but yeah, you get what I mean. Anyway, so the second worst evil character I would say is Iago. By the way, these are all my opinions, so most people would not make this list like that. The second one is Iago from Othello. And the reason I think Iago is the second worst character of all time that Shakespeare did is because he's ruthless. Like, he's so cold-hearted. He doesn't have any emotional feelings. Even when he gets caught, he literally does everything to get what he wants, and he feels no remorse, no empathy, no friendship, nothing to anyone else. Iago is like so awful because he doesn't care about anything other than himself, and he like deliberately makes Desdemona, which is like a really nice girl, like she's like really kind and loyal and everything. Iago makes her seem like she's cheating on the king, I think, Othello, and which causes him to be very jealous and everything. Iago is just like really evil, he is so evil. He's pure evil. He doesn't even have any humanity that I was able to find. I'm sure there is something, but I was not able to find that. And you might think, why do you think Iago is not the first worst villain? That's because Richard has a long emptiness and like something that's very rotten, but there's also a piece of humanity, and it's worse because if there's some kind of humanity and you're still, and instead of using that to become a better person, if you're using it to become a bad person, then that just is evil, Anyway. That's how I see it anyway. Like the way he's like feels like a loser, but also is the most dangerous person on the planet. Whatever. The third is Lady Macbeth. I was going to say Shylock from The Merchant of Venice, but Lady Macbeth from Macbeth is the third worst villain in my opinion, because she is the wits of everything that goes on. in Macbeth, and she's also ambitious, and she does murder their close friends and everything just to get to the crown. Also, if you watched House of Cards, she's like Claire in House of Cards, like Frank and Claire. Yeah, I'm sure they really were inspired by Shakespeare when they did that. I mean, politics, right? But yeah, Lady Macbeth is like really smart, and she actually does more of the plot. She causes more of the plot than Macbeth himself. And for number 4, we have Shylock, because his empathy, I mean, he is a Jew, and like at the time they were kind of hated or something, which is like there is some sort of humanity to him, but he cares so much about money that it makes him seem very not lovable, you know. He cares more about money than his own daughter. But to be fair, his daughter leaves him as well, but there's a reason for her leaving, and you know. Anyway, so Shylock is like that. And then we have Regan and Gono, and they are from King Lear, by the way, and they're King Lear's daughters. And there's also another girl, I forgot her name. She's the youngest girl, is like the kindest girl, and Regan and Gono just care about, not about their family, not even about each other, but about Edmund, which is another story, and power. They're kind of like eating each other and everyone else. They hate their younger sister. They are like throwing her to the wolves and everything. To their own father, they don't even protect her. So they're just ruthless. And since they're women, I don't know why, like, you know, it's like easier for maybe to feel empathy. But anyway, so number 6 is Tamora from Titus Andronicus, but she has a reason to be so ruthless, because her children also get killed by Titus. She just gets revenge. She doesn't stop getting revenge. But the reason she's so awful is because she actually causes a girl to get, like, you know, the R word, and it's just really awful. And she makes her own sons do that, if I'm not mistaken. It's just really bad. I don't know. I mean, I get her reasons for wanting revenge, but I just feel like that's too far. And then there's Margaret from King Henry VI. And she's not necessarily like an evil character exactly, because she's also like a queen and cares about her child, which is valid. But she is just, I don't know, she cheats on Henry, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a little bit crazy. I don't know, she's a little bit crazy, you know. And then we have Brutus, because he's a backstabber, you all know. You know, he stabs Julius Caesar literally from the back, being the reason of being a backstabber, and he doesn't even have a proper reason. He just goes along with everyone else. I think he's just not able to make his own choice or be by himself through another big crowd, you know. He just goes with the popular guys. And then for number 9 we have Thersites, which is someone from Troilus and Cressida. He always swears. He doesn't really care about anyone else, but he's not harmful, so I put him to number 9. He just swears, that's all. He hates everyone. There's like no one is loved by him, so he doesn't have a specific reason for hating people, I guess. And for number 10 we have Falstaff, one of my favorite characters, and he's really funny, and he doesn't necessarily think about revenge or hurting others, but cares only about his own happiness. He is literally just like, his only care about in his life is his own joy, like whatever brings him joy. He is just hilarious because he doesn't care, but he doesn't go around killing people or getting revenge. So yeah, that was all we had for today. I hope you liked this video, and I hope to see you in the next.